before you start, don't start. OK?
Start what?
This is the story of a little lad called Bobby.
Bobby Paul? Is that your real name?
No, my real name's Flora Margarine, but I don't like to spread it around.
Who went from welder to working men's clubs.
That's where he learned his trade.
I'll get you after!
To one of the biggest stars on Saturday night TV.
Bobby was as pure funny as you can get.
Oh, you've got me skin!
Saturday night TV was Cannon and Ball.
Cannon and Ball were TV royalty.
The best clowns are people who are rare, and I think he was an original clown.
He did everything with a sort of twinkle in his eye.
Finish? Take it!
He had brilliant comic time.
Finish? For the moment, Tommy, yes.
When he walked into a room, you knew it.
That'll do for me, Cocker.
In the end, he even made it to Vegas.
That's Vegas, eh?
Oh, I tell you.
Oh, rock on, Tommy!
Everything he did came naturally to him.
He's like a firework.
Little liar! Liar, you little!
He could act a bit too.
But he was the best at every level.
Bobby had a career in television that spans 7 decades.
Hello, Lee.
And how do I know? Because I was with him for 57 years.
You'll do for me, Cocker.
He was my other half, my partner in crime, and my best pal through all of life's ups and downs. And I'm going to tell you all about him, and so is everyone else who loved him.
I've never laughed so much in my life.
So brace yourselves. Are we ready then, Bobby?
Rock on, Tommy, you'll do for me.
My pal Bobby was born Robert Harper in Oldham in 1944. He was a regular performer in social clubs from the age of 7 with his sister Mavis. We met in 1964 on my first day at a welding factory in Oldham. Let me try and tell you about it. Bobby was a welder, and I...
No, Tom, hang on. What? Top weld.
Bobby was a top welder. Hey, get used to that. I have.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight...
I'll start again. All the lads clocked in. The 500 men on that shop floor. Bob was the first person to speak to me because he came in late. Saying his first words, he said, "Hello, cock," and that were it walked by. Even in them days, Bobby was always up to mischief.
Bobby was constantly telling stories. And my favourite one was when he worked as a welder. And his bosses annoyed him, so when his boss wasn't looking, he was standing on the gantry and he welded his boss's boots, his steel toe-cap boots, to a staircase, I think, while the guy was still wearing them.
The two of us just hit it off from the start. But the story of how we became a double act is a little more complicated.
Well, we started as a trio, actually.
Yeah, we did.
Me and Tommy and a pianist.
Yeah. Bob used to sing, I were on drums, and then the pianist didn't want to travel away from home, so we got rid of him, and we carried on as a double act. We started out performing in working men's clubs across the north of England, and we were pretty good. The only thing we were missing was a decent name.
Our proper names are Derbyshire and Harper, which sound like opticians. We wanted a strong name, and there was a singer going around called Freddie Cannon. And I said, "That's a good name for you, you know, Tommy Cannon." He said, "Yeah, it is." He said, "I'll have that." He said, "We need a name for you." He said, "What about Cannon and Short?" I said, No. He said, "I've got it. Cannon and Ball." I said, "I'm not being called Ball."
Come on, Bobby lad.
Don't Bobby lad me, Tommy, please.
All right, please yourself, sulk.
No, I'm not doing it, Tommy. I'm not doing any eventually. He said, "Anyway, I booked us a Cannon and Ball this one gig." I said, "All right," and it stuck from there, didn't it?
Yeah. Our first TV appearance was on the talent show Opportunity Knocks in 1969. We came last. I can't show you it because someone wiped it. That tells you all you need to know. Anyway, it was back to clubland for me and Bobby while we polished up our act.
We could work in clubs 7 nights a week, 52 weeks a year. There were that many. That's how we learned our craft. In them days, in the clubs, they told you if you were rubbish, you were out.
Our next big TV outing was on Granada TV in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Cannon. You'll love this, lad.
Show would start. Please welcome Tommy Cannon. Tommy comes on, starts singing, and it just looks like a really straight act singing a really nice song. And then you hear this voice going, "It's my mate, that. It's my mate."
There's a turn on his feet.
It's my mate. I've come to see him.
Well, you've seen him. Sit down.
I'll get him, Tommy. It's my mate, Tim. It's my mate, Tim. Hey, Tommy.
And you can hear people in the background telling him to shut up. The next minute, he comes up onto the stage, he gets on the stage, and he's going, "That's my mate, that. You're doing brilliant, Tom."
Come to see you. You're brilliant, that. So are you. I've come to see him.
And you can hear people in the audience going, "You're ruining this. You are spoiling this for him." And they genuinely believe he's just ruining it on national television. And I think it's fantastic.
I was going to introduce a song. I was going to get sentimental with it, but you're spoiling it. So get off.
Come to see you. I'll get you after. I'll get him after.
You'll have to watch him, you know. He's fast.
Mind you, our little trick didn't work every time.
But on this one night, because it was packed, the club, 2 of the committee men threw him out and wouldn't let him in. And Tommy had to carry on the act, just singing.
But our big break came in 1978 when we were booked to perform as regulars on Bruce Forsyth's Big Night Out. And we smashed it after a few early technical itches.
The press started saying, "What's happened to Cannonball? They're advertised every week, but they're never seeing him. Who are this Cannonball?"
The camera crew went on strike.
Eh?
So then the press started calling us Cannon and Blackout.
They did, yeah.
And now it's time to welcome a new double act, ladies.
But eventually, we made it on screen.
Cannon and Ball.
Oh, that's nice. At last. Good evening, everyone. My name's Tom Cannon, and I'm down here special tonight. What's wrong with you?
My bottle's gone.
Oh, come on. What do you mean your bottle's gone?
They're all looking at me.
Relax, take it easy. Leave it with me, pal. I can handle all this. Leave it with me.
I'm
As I
nervous, Tommy.
Well, don't be nervous.
His ability was unbelievable, from going like funny to vulnerable to fake aggressive, just like that, like flicking a switch.
Look, they're all looking at me.
Well, it's okay. What are you doing?
He keeps looking at me at front row.
Bobby had such unique talent and an amazing energy.
Look at you, sat on the...
I'll get you after, kid.
Forget it. You just come on.
He keeps looking at
Well,
me.
it's okay. Take it easy. I'll handle all this for you tonight.
OK, Tommy.
Listen, like I said...
I'll leave it with you then, Tommy.
OK, you leave it with me, OK?
OK,
Listen,
Tommy.
I'll have a meeting out of the parlour, me, in 2 minutes.
I hope we do well.
We will, don't worry.
Hit him, Tommy.
After years playing pubs and clubs, we were now known by millions of TV viewers. And a year later, we were offered our very own Saturday night show. Wow, our lives were about to change.
Before Ant and Dec, these guys were Saturday night television.
I mean, we're 2 lads from Oldham, working class lads, and suddenly we're pulling like 20 million viewers at a show, and it's crazy.
Laugh me a laugh, grin me a grin.
1979 was a momentous year in the life of Bobby Ball. And in mine too, because that was when our little comedy double act hit the big time with our own show on ITV.
Before Ant and Dec, these guys were Saturday night television.
Down a nod. Yes, nod. No nod. Come in, nod.
What looks ad-libbed, raucous and chaotic and a bit of a shambles is actually rehearsed within a second of its life.
Of course, I was a straight man and Bobby was the live wire.
Oh, good evening, ladies or gentlemen. And. What about me hand, Tommy?
He was completely full of life all the time. You know, it was like his fuel, wasn't he? He was like just being mischievous in a corner somewhere.
It's called Who Killed Bernard Bickerstiff? It's an dimwit.
You mean who done it?
I don't know, Tommy. I've not reached the end yet, but I'm nearly there.
There was something about Bobby Ball that really appealed to me, and I think because he acted like a little child. He was naughty, he was rude, he was scruffy, his trousers were way too big for him.
What are you doing? What's up? What's all this ratty-tatty-jar? What do you mean? Well, the song Zing. I am singing. Let's get on with it. OK.
Dear, when you smile at me,
sing.
I hear a melody.
Sing.
It on hit me from the start.
Sing.
And I think when you're a kid and you just see an adult behave like that, you just instantly fall in love with him.
All right, forget it. What's up? You've ruined the song again.
Bobby had a knack for coming up with unforgettable catchphrases all the time.
I'm losing it, Tommy. I'm losing it.
All right, Cocker.
That'll do for me, Cocker. Deep down. Deep down. You really hate me. I'll get you after.
You little liar.
Little liar. Little liar.
Oh! Oh! Hey! Hey, Tom, you've got me skin.
You've got me skin.
Thank you! Once again! I thank you!
The first catchphrase we ever did was a catchphrase that said, "You'll do for me, Tommy. Tommy, you'll do for me."
You'll do for me, Cocker.
OK. David Essex came out with a song called Rock On. And that's where Rock On Tommy came from.
Hey, rock on, Tommy.
The braces, that was Tommy, that. He said, oh, we need something a bit different. So I got this baggy suit. It was really baggy.
What's all you?
You used to wear a thick big belt, didn't you?
He said, what you want are braces. Get some braces to hold them up. So I kept doing that, putting them back on. That became that. Then I put the leg in with it, and it became altogether Rock On Tommy.
Rock on, Tommy.
Rock on, Tommy. Rock on, Tommy. That's gonna go forever.
Rock on, Tommy. Rock on, Tommy. You'll do for me.
Let's get on with the show.
OK, then.
The star names they used to get on the Cannon and Ball show, I mean, over the years, were absolutely incredible.
You mean to tell me you've come on here, Adamant, my hero. You come on here in a suit, come on, unbutton the jacket, smooth, sophisticated swag. Hey, me and him, spending an hour painting ourselves up like two bloody idiots.
Doesn't matter who they were, he would insult them.
Come on, Adam, come on.
He always used to rip into them.
He's frightened to death. Come on. Come on. Come on.
And it's like, who could get away with that?
What do you think you're playing at, are you stupid? What are you doing?
But that's what he did, you know. It was that aggression.
You keep your mouth shut, you long-haired bit, or you're having some fun. And stop bunking! Stop bunking! Stop bunking and blinking!
There was a sketch they did with Steve Davis. It was about an imaginary snooker table.
Hey, what was that noise then?
Balls.
Sorry? Balls. He's not left you much, has he? Balls?
Yeah, he's not left you much there, has he?
Tommy, let's be honest, he's left me nothing.
I'd forgotten how surreal some of them got.
I'll put my red ball in the top pocket. And I'll... Don't do that, Tom, because that annoys me. Sorry. I'll put the red... Don't keep doing that, Tom, because that annoys me.
On several occasions, Bobby threatens to smash Steve Davis's face in.
Don't you sneer at me, kid. Are you sneering? Because I'll tell you something. If you sneer at me, you'll get the biggest break you've ever had. It'll be your neck.
magic.
I think the pure genius of Bobby was his comedic timing. You can't be taught that.
Before you start, don't start. OK?
Start what?
I think Bobby's ease and naturalness in performance belied the fact that, really, underneath it, he was a complete technical comic genius.
Can you never be serious? Hey, what's up? Can you... I mean, look at you're laughing now. I'm not.
There was a sketch you did. All it was Tommy saying, "You're laughing," and all he said was, "I'm not," about 20 times.
Are you doing something funny or something? As you're laughing?
I'm not. You are. Look at your face. I'm not.
You are laughing.
I'm not.
You are, I said.
I'm just giving my teeth some fresh air.
And I defy you to find a better place to say, "I'm not," in that whole sketch. Timing was brilliant.
I'm not doing anything.
You're always laughing, that's... But you are, you're doing it again now.
What?
Laughing.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
So is he at the front, he's laughing now.
He's not. He's not.
My favourite Cannonball sketch is the classic sketch when he and Bobby's playing the trumpet.
And I forget to do.
You're overlapping me. You know what I mean?
Sorry?
You're overlapping me. I want you to go in between the lines.
OK, sorry, Tommy.
If Tommy went to sing, and Tommy's a lovely, lovely man and a great singer, but as a kid, Bobby, get in, interrupt his song, muck about. And I was literally happy for the rest of the weekend. It was the greatest, funniest show.
And Tommy comes and snaps off the valves and the mouthpiece.
Thank you.
Tommy breaks it into bits and all that, and it's just hilarious.
Very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that people ought not.
And then they put the trumpet in a bin. I mean, it's ludicrous. There's a pedal bin on stage. And then he presses the pedal on the bin.
Thought that was genius.
You want to say good night? Good night, everybody.
The hottest ticket in the UK was to see Cannon and Ball live, to get a ticket. And don't forget, they sold out the Dominion quicker than Bruce Springsteen sold out Wembley.
Look at that woman there, look.
Which woman?
I'm turning her on, look.
You're not turning her on at all.
You fancy me, don't you? Hey, can she do it? The leg, ain't it? I will bet you.
Forget your legs, right?
I mean, we're two lads from Oldham, working class lads, and suddenly we're pulling like 20 million viewers at a show, and it's crazy.
I mean, you couldn't go anywhere. I mean, in London, cabbies were winding the windows down. Rock on, Tommy, and all that business. Whoa, what a time we had. We were flying high. We entertained royalty. We made a sitcom.
Why bother with Spain and Mallorca? Everybody goes to Spain and Mallorca. Thought, not me, not this year. I'm really going to spend my money. I thought, for me, this year, I'm going to get holiday with a bit of romance, danger, bit of adventure.
Yeah. Where do you get to, then?
Scarborough.
Right, this...
Hey, we even did a film.
Just a minute, just a minute. Are you aware you've just assaulted a police officer? You saw him, Tom. He hit a policeman.
Bobby, cool it.
Smashed headlamp, front wing dented. You're insured, aren't you? Because if not, that's another offence.
Are all the police round here idiots?
There's only us two.
That explains it.
It was non-stop, and we loved it. And when fashions changed and the comedy work dried up, no matter. We were off doing other things. I'm going to tell you about what Bobby got up to next. We've got some right stories.
Your dad had a lot of talents, actually. He did children's books, good songwriter, played guitar, poetry, drums, music, singing, everything. Awful, really.
You need to go back down.
Oh,
don't panic.
How you feeling, Bobby?
Oh, don't talk to me. Yvonne, 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 Yvonne.
He loved every minute. And he said he would go back in a heartbeat.
Tell you what, the Hampton Deck video, Christmas video, is off my list.
Bobby Ball, a unique standout talent.
Listen to me.
Our very own Charlie Chaplin, with a twinkle in his eye. And he was my best pal. But the thing about Bobby was, it felt like everyone knew him.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello, Bobby. I've just said it, haven't I?
Liar.
Ladies and gentlemen, a little song about Mrs. Thatcher. She was only the greengrocer's daughter, but she showed Sir Geoffrey how.
Tommy.
Oh! What do you do that for?
Just an ad-lib, Tommy. It just came out. Oh!
But let me tell you, no one knew him better than his wife Yvonne and his kids, who he loved dearly. They had to put up with him even more than I did.
He always called me Yvonne, except when he was falling out with me, and he always said, Yvonne. We had laughter, we had love. Anything I wanted, he would give me. That was Bob. We got married in '74. I didn't want the fuss of a white wedding or anything like that. We got a registry office in Oldham, went back to his mother's. I did the buffet. He had 2 gigs on the night, one in a social club and one in a nightclub. We had one night in a hotel, it was a hotel, it was a pub in Rochdale for our honeymoon. But he made up for it since.
My dad, as a dad, was a mate, a proper good friend. Like you say, you ring him up for advice and we'd have a proper belly laugh together. We had the same sense of humour. Just best mates, really.
My dad, growing up, always was full on with being a father, with being a husband, with being an entertainer, with being a friend. He could fill a room just with his presence.
When I was 10, I realised my dad was famous. We was sort of going down the North Pier, and there was just people queuing for miles to see him. And I realised, and I thought, that there's something special here, it's crazy. But as a kid, it would just be Dad, you know.
People from school used to come knocking on the door asking for autographs. And when I was like 7 years old, and we had to move.
By the turn of the millennium, we weren't on TV as much as we had been in the old days. But we carried on touring and appearing in Panto.
Even the years that they went on telly, they were always in live shows. They worked every week of every year. They never, ever stopped. They had a work ethic, which meant that they had to work constantly.
Then in 2005, we got a call from our old pals, ITV.
Oh, it's a new guest.
Would me and Bobby fancy a stint in the jungle?
Hey, what a surprise this is, eh?
Nice to meet you.
It would be a game changer.
Get back on, it's not funny.
So he gets the phone call, and he went, oh, I don't know. And I said, look, it's the Palladium of reality shows. If you want to do it, you should do it.
I phoned the wife. When I set off, she said, "How have you got this number?"
When I found out they were going to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of It, it was like, oh, this is great. Because now my kids will know what I've been talking about all these years.
You weren't ready, were you?
He's bought braces as his luxury item, isn't he?
His braces, yeah.
All right, Bobby.
Fantastic. Now, when I take this off, don't be mobbing me, because...
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain.
Can you hear me?
Too much love drives a man.
After a few years out of the TV limelight, it was great to be back.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
He loved every minute. And he said he would go back in a heartbeat.
I hate heights.
Time started, lads.
You need to go back down.
No!
Don't panic. Lift me up.
How you feeling, Bobby?
Oh, don't talk to me. Yvonne!
I just remember him up on that big high wire saying, Von!
Von. Oh, Von. I'll tell you what, the Hampton Deck video, Christmas video, is off my list.
Everyone loved having him on that show.
You're the best. Perfect team.
Exactly.
I'll have to carry him on now.
I know how you feel.
He was one of their favourite ever contestants.
It was interesting because Tommy came out before Bobby, and then you saw Bobby for the first time with no one to lean on. And this was Bobby Ball on his own, and it showed a different side to him, simply and purely that for 50-odd years, he'd had Tommy next to him.
Trying to keep the spirits up, really. I think that's the hardest, because you just want to get into bed and just sleep. I'm not sure I can do another day.
Bob, we have to stick together. We have to. We're all just about coping, you know. He'll stick it out, I don't think he'll go anywhere, but I think he's finding it tough.
Luckily, Bobby made new pals in the jungle to stop him feeling blue.
Me and Bobby, especially, just hit it off straight away.
You look at him and you laugh, because everything he does, he's just got these comic faces. Just makes you chuckle to yourself.
I love my comedy, you see, so to meet Bobby Ball, I was just in awe of him.
Bonnie?
Fun! Is she brunette or blonde?
She's brunette.
But I'm on it.
Take it mickey out of some children's mother.
I learned how to be in this business a lot through Bobby, in our time in the jungle.
I think it's if you do something and you enjoy doing it and you get paid for it, are you with me? You can do it all your life, that's success.
But them 2 weeks I will cherish forever.
The jungle also introduced TV viewers to Bobby Ball, the bowling ball. I enjoyed that one.
The bowling ball try, you had to obviously sit down, helmets on. All I remember is like a slide.
Let go.
We want a strike.
Go on, son!
And there was fish guts and fish brains everywhere, and it just stunk.
Yes! Well done.
Bless him, Bobby, and this curled up like this.
If you get these down, you've got a star. That means you've got a meal.
I'll tell you when.
Ball and ball.
Von.
You ready?
Yeah. You're pushing me that way. See, I want to be that way.
But you can steer it.
Go then. Von. Go. Go on.
It was just hilarious. Me and him ain't the tallest, so you can imagine it was just a laugh a minute.
Sorry, lads.
Don't worry about it, Bob.
What can I do?
It was so funny. Bobby in his vest, bless him. Oh, man.
Suddenly, we had a new generation of fans. Everyone started to see a new side to me, and especially Bobby.
My dad had a lot of talents, actually. He did children's books, good songwriter, could play guitar, poetry, drums, music, singing, everything. Awful, really.
Bobby Ball could have put his hand to anything had he been given the opportunity.
Well, we knew Bobby could make us laugh, but was the world ready for Bobby Ball, the actor?
Hello. I'm Georgie Godwin, fattest man in Britain.
Guaranteed, I'm the only one that sings.
I met Bobby when Caroline Aherne and I were wanted to cast a character in a film we made called The Fattest Man in Britain.
What's the latest sales figures on the T-shirt? Nil. Well, you're not promoting them right. You've got to get them out there. They'll sell, as sure as I've all in me.
And we wrote the whole thing thinking Bobby Ball has got to play this character. And we met him, and I sort of went to shake his hand, and he just looked me up and down and said, "All right, cock." And I thought, I knew we were going to get on, and we did.
He was confident to be himself and to be genuinely open and kind and kindly with people. And he had a naturalness, which I think you can see in his work.
I think he was an incredibly skilled actor, but it was in him. He never trained, obviously, but I just think he was born with that ability.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the fattest man in Britain, and I never was.
There was a scene where he had to play quite an emotional scene.
You are to me, Cock. You are to me.
He finished the scene and there were tears in his eyes and tears in the eyes of everyone else.
2009, Bobby was cast as the lovable rogue Frank in the BBC sitcom Not Going Out.
I do feel somewhat responsible as the organiser, so probably it should be me that misses out.
My God, you'd give up your place in our bed if someone asked you politely.
Toby, please.
That wasn't a genuine offer.
As a performer, as an actor, he just kind of inherently knew where the funny was.
We wouldn't be here in the first place if it wasn't for Toby. He should definitely jump next.
Exactly.
I agree.
The first time Bob did a scene with us, he was in an episode called Absent Father Christmas. I think I can guess who this is going to be.
Who, Tim?
It's not going to be Father Christmas, is it? Door opens, and immediately he does this smile. You can't see any of his face, you just see these little eyes.
Hello, Lee.
Oh, my God. Hello, Dad. For me, being in the scene, it was just... And to be honest, I never got over this, really. It was always, wow, that's Bobby Ball. Because he was beyond massive. So it's true. You do exist. He was great. He was just instantly the character that I had written. So what have you been up to since I last saw you?
It's not been easy. I lost a lot of money.
How?
I invested in ices.
They're good, aren't they?
No, it's a new gadget for decorating wedding cakes.
And Bobby just kept on giving.
See, you can get so used to loving someone that it becomes normal and ordinary. And we forget it's not normal and ordinary. It's something much, much more than that.
Bobby completely worked on instinct. He could turn from funny to full tears in a heartbeat.
And sometimes, when we do remember, Dad, don't. It's too late.
It's like the tears of a clown, really. He had this deep, deep pathos. He could switch it. He could switch his emotions.
That night in Spain, when I phoned her from the hospital to tell you she'd gone, I went back to the apartment and I sat in our lounge and I stared at the door. A door she'd walked through 100 times, and I knew she wasn't coming through that door again.
His rawness came out brilliantly straight away in the first take. Just blew everyone out of the park, and I thought, he's one of the best actors I've ever worked with.
Pint of lager, please,
And the acting roles just kept on coming. Bobby was a busy man.
You know what? I knew it as soon as you mentioned Middlesbrough.
So you're WSA?
Yeah, Weatherby Swingers Association.
When he was on set, you had to look at him. You had to watch him. He had such a magic about him.
Do you remember the pigs in blankets?
Do you mean the Crosby sisters?
No, the food. The little sausage roll things.
I think so. It was a few years ago.
I made them.
Bobby was a joy to direct. Never meet your heroes, that's what they say, but Bobby didn't disappoint, thank goodness. It was just the glint in his eye. You can't teach somebody to have a glint in their eye. It's either there or it isn't.
How's my favourite stepson?
I'm good. How are you, Ray?
Yeah, I'm fine. Do you want to park your car in front of mine?
I'll just leave it there. It's been a long drive.
Just pop it in front of mine.
We needed someone who had natural warmth because the character's quite abrupt and, I guess, a little bit off.
He's not blessed, is he, that Andy Murray? He's like his mother. His neck's as thick as his head. How much of them Wimbledon winners get paid?
Well, you're thinking of entering, Ray? We knew we needed someone who people would warm to, but we couldn't think of anyone, and I was talking to brilliant Sally Lindsay about the predicament, and I was telling her the character and what we needed, and within 3 or 4 seconds, she said, Bobby Ball.
Surrey, how much do Wimbledon winners get paid?
Here's what I found on the web for how much do Wimbledon winners get paid.
£2 million?
That's amazing, Susie. And the women get paid the same as the men, which doesn't make sense because they're not as good.
Whatever he says, it doesn't matter. Coming out of him, it's still sweet or funny or ridiculous. He did it brilliantly, and he's a brilliant actor.
There wasn't much our Bobby didn't achieve during his show business career, but one dream we both shared was to perform in the entertainment capital of the world.
Hey, we've done well, haven't we?
Hey, we haven't. We, hey, for two welders, we've not done bad.
I'll tell you this.
What?
Next step, Cocker. Yeah. Las Vegas.
And sometimes dreams do come true.
I'm going to Vegas!
There was an actual moment when you saw how they both suddenly looked around. We are here, we're in Vegas, and we're doing it.
Can I get that?
Yeah, get it, Mum, get it.
Me and Bobby had done some amazing things in our career together.
It's Phil Dare, Bob.
Who?
Phil Dare's got some news for you. It sounds a bit... Ooh.
Hi, Phil.
And the great thing about the world of show business is you never know what's around the corner.
You're not kidding? We're going to Vegas.
What?
We're going to Vegas.
No!
I'm telling you.
Ah, well done! Well done!
I feel like crying.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Hiya! I'm going to Las Vegas.
Are you?
Yeah. Where am I going? I'm going to Vegas!
A lifelong dream was about to come true. We started out in the pubs and clubs, and 50 years on, me and Bobby were going to the entertainment capital of the world. And joining us on this trip of a lifetime were some of our best pals from the world of showbiz.
Oh, this isn't a house, this is a palace.
Oh, no!
Oh, it's a mansion. Fantastic.
As a few days went by, we began to settle into a kind of family chat first thing in the morning. And the very first thing that Bobby would do would be to speak to and FaceTime Yvonne.
Hi, love, you all right?
Yeah, you?
Listen, I haven't packed my braces.
You have? We have. They are packed.
Yvonne, I haven't. I've been through my bags twice.
Have you looked at the front of the case? Have you looked in your suit bag?
Yes, love, I have. I've done everything.
Well, you'd have to go and buy some then, won't you?
Sorry ringing you so late.
Sorry, we'll sort it, Gussie. Don't worry about it.
Next time I ring you, put a bit of makeup on us.
Well, I'm feeling up to swear at
Ta-ra, love. Gotta go. Bye.
Bobby and that tenderness between him and Yvonne and the need and the... It's just beautiful. And so that's the Bobby that I remember very dearly.
Come on!
Thank you.
Yes!
Going to Las Vegas, I think, was probably one of Bobby's greatest achievements because he'd done everything. The Royal Variety Shows, the Palladium. They'd been everywhere. They'd been there and they'd done it, but never done Vegas. So it had to be a supreme moment in their careers.
We're going to do something different tonight.
What we doing?
Well, no. I'm going to sing a song solo.
Sorry?
I'm going to sing a song solo.
Without me?
Yeah, without you.
There was an actual moment, I think, when you saw how they both suddenly felt really comfortable, as if they looked around. We are here, we're in Vegas, and we're doing it.
First time in Vegas?
Yeah, first time in Vegas. I'm doing it on my own.
No, ladies and gentlemen, actually, no, ladies and gentlemen, I don't blame you because Tommy's got a fantastic voice.
Thank you, Robert.
I've got all your record.
Bobby had gone from a welder with me at a factory in Lancashire to the biggest of stages. We're celebrating 54 years of working together tonight.
The relationship of Bobby and Tommy was a brotherhood. It went deeper than just friendship.
When I watched it, it really made me cry because I thought, oh, God, that is just it. That is perfect for them. Cannon and Ball in Vegas. How fantastic.
I had no idea at that time it would be one of our last performances as a double act on the telly together.
Tributes have poured in for comedian Bobby Ball, who has died aged 76 at Blackpool Victoria Hospital.
We'd all been out for Sunday lunch the week before, and he was out singing, and he was always full of life.
Thought it was just chest infection. So then the ambulance people come, he's gagging with them, and all of a sudden he sat over there, and they said, we're taking him in. And I went, is that necessary? He said, yeah, it's absolutely necessary.
He was laughing and joking with the nurses, and, because he could not entertain. He always used to say, nobody can worry if they're laughing.
I couldn't go and visit him, which was the most heartbreaking thing. He wasn't responding, so they let me FaceTime him. And then I said to him, I've got the Chardonnay on ice for you. And he went, I said, oh, you put your hand up for that, didn't you?
Thought it was going to get better. So I did the last conversation, I thought, come on, Dad, you can beat this. And he was responding, he was fighting,
Utter disbelief. The Bob I know, I still think he is going to come in the door and go, fell for that, didn't you?
And he gave me these. Rock on, Dad. Bobby Ball, can you see it? These mean a lot to me, and I'm really going to miss them.
To think that I'm not going to speak to him at Christmas, that's really sad.
I think if Bobby was watching this, he'd say, I tell you what, Cock, why don't I come back down and do 2 minutes for you for this documentary about me? How about that?
I already miss Bobby. I miss the phone calls. I never, ever had a phone call off Bobby Ball which didn't end in laughter.
Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. And I'm smiling because Bobby Ball was part of my life.
I can hear him up there now, still singing, saying to me, come on, Tommy, rock on, pal. And don't be so damn soft. Let me tell you, Bobby, it's not that easy.
And every time I hear the song, it brings back so many great memories. And it hurts now. It hurts when I hear the song because he's not there. To know how much love there is for him right now, that's what hurts.
Laugh me a laugh, grin me a grin, and then I know that we can win. Dance me a dance, joke me a joke, and blow the clouds away.
Rock on, zombie.
You gotta play me a tune, or sing me a song, and we can help push life along. Just you and me. Come on and see, together we'll be okay. Follow me through into the sun, and we can smile at everyone. You gotta join in with me, then we are free.
It isn't hard to do.
I said,
Open the door, open your heart.
the world is waiting. Take a bow, just you and me. Come on and see, together we'll be. Together we'll be okay.
Together we were okay, weren't we? You did for me, Cocker. Good night and God bless. I love you, pal.